What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I see in the title is going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it in the title. Y'all see it in the title. Not gonna lie, it's about to get good. It's about to get good. I'm telling y'all, it's really been wild. I tell y'all one thing, it's really been wild with everything, especially going with this protest. These protests everywhere. I was just telling Chris, y'all know Chris is my girl. She'll be posting a video too. I'll leave her channel in the description box down below, or it'll be on my homepage. Just scroll all the way down, you'll see her page. But when I tell y'all that it's wild, I was like, man, I'm hoping, praying it's not gonna get here in Indianapolis. I'm telling y'all, cause it's bad. It's bad. I seen this. It's down there in Texas now. It's down there in Texas. But here it is right here. Frisco ISD releases video by viewing only of track meet. Let's check it out.
Our public information request with Frisco ISD was met on Monday. We could only watch the before and after of an April 2nd alleged stabbing at a school track meet that led to the death of one student and the arrest of another. The district didn't give it to us, but allowed us to watch it. The video is available for limited viewing only, citing student privacy and school security. So
to mention, there are over 30 witnesses. There are over 30 witnesses. They're not all 30 of the witnesses are all over. I think it's like 32 or 33. Not all of them have a video. Some of them heard Karmelo and heard the conversation, the altercation that went on, but others, they have videos. This video is surveillance. This is the school surveillance cameras that they're talking about. That is only available to some reporters. I think Karmelo's team or whatever. But
there is no audio. Try to picture this. We're on the 4th floor. We walk into a room and there's a TV with a shot showing half of Kirkendall Stadium. It's a wide shot from the opposite side. And everything that happens in one very small fraction of the screen in the upper left-hand corner. We couldn't zoom in. It's blurry, pixelated. You cannot identify or see victim Austin Metcalf or suspect Karmelo Anthony. It is hard to tell how many people are under that memorial tent. It's also hard to tell what they're doing. But we do know that about 9:55, there's a lot of commotion, a lot of activity that happens at the top side of that memorial tent all the way down to the bottom. At this point, it is hard to tell, and it does not show.
But what they're not understanding is that this isn't the only video. So I don't want people to think that this is just the only video. It's not the only video this is just the school surveillance video that is hard for them, to see and tell what's going on, because I feel like this right here is what is going to scare a lot of people in the way. And it's a lot of people that know, but I feel like this is something that we can't see what's really going on, and then it'll have people like, oh well, where's the evidence? Where's the other video? So there are other videos. This is just the school surveillance
on camera, the alleged stabbing. We do know that there are a lot of people that run away from that scene soon after. We notice a number of what appear to be students running across the bleachers from many directions away from the tent. More people on the field start to notice and also run toward the back gate and exit. Okay, at about 9 minutes after the alleged stabbing, we see EMS drive right through to the backside of this stadium, and they park midfield. Next, we notice paramedics wheeling out a gurney, but have to walk all the way back to the gate and to the bleachers.
I know a lot of people are like, why is the ambulance right here in the middle, on the track? Why are there not? Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. This was a track meet. People are not expecting nothing to go on in these stands, but for students to sit there, chill out, staff, and get on the field. It's obvious for injuries that's on the field, that's on the track, stuff like that. So it's just something that's very sad to witness.
A lot of activity at the bottom of those bleachers and what appears to be the triage of Austin Metcalf. 15 minutes after the incident, we see people put the tarp over the bleachers, which our helicopter cameras captured. All right, so looking at the timing, there's 26 minutes between the time of the alleged stabbing and the time EMS leaves Kirkendall Stadium with Austin Metcalf. At the same time, what appear to be officers, they are at the crime scene right next to that tent. All of this video will one day be shown in court. A grand jury may see it too in the coming weeks. The attorney for Karmelo Anthony confirms he's seen it, but neither family has disclosed whether they've seen it.
I'm sure they have. That's the end of the video. I'm sure they have. But at the same time, I look at the simple fact that, like I said, there's other videos, other students, I'm sure, have videos. I mean, it's kind of like self-explanatory, because if you think about it, when it's a fight going on in school, anything like that, what do students do? What do everybody? Honestly, I can't even just say kids do it. There's adults that do it all the time too. You know, when there's something going on, instead of helping somebody, they is ready to pull the phones out. You know, so I'm sure there are videos, and I know people are like, well, they're probably not videos because, you know, it happens. So look, trust me, when it's any type of altercation going on and students think that somebody is about to swing or do this or do that, trust and believe phones were pulled out. A lot of phones pulled out, especially if they see one person doing it, they want to follow suit, get their phone out, you know, thinking they about to see a fight. But sadly, it happened in a different way. It definitely happened in a different way. But I'm sure, like said, when it comes to, you know, Karmelo's attorney, Karmelo's team, I'm sure they've seen the video, and that's exactly why this Dominic Alexander is getting everything up out of him, because they know that he's not going to win this case. Everybody should know by now that he's not. I mean, it's something that, you know, obviously, you know, when you go in front of a jury, you know, judge and stuff like that. But at the same time, I just don't see him winning this case whatsoever. So we got here, a lot of people are mad about this. Says this isn't even funny. Karmelo Anthony unalived another kid on campus, and this man overseas and is winning awards. This is Mike Waldrop, of Frisco ISD. He has won the Superintendent of the Year. If y'all haven't seen this, it is pretty crazy. Not gonna lie. Sarah Fields put it here. This superintendent allowed the district to be bullied by a BLM activist, approved a disrespectful rally on school grounds, and treated the Metcalf family like dirt. Gross. And I definitely can say that I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that, because I find it absolutely insane. He has posted, said, we are excited to announce our Region 10 Superintendent of the Year, Dr. Mike Waldrop of Frisco ISD. He has been the superintendent in Frisco for 8 years and serves more than 65,000 students across 76 campuses. He spent his first 16 year in education as a biology teacher and coach before moving into campus and then district administration. Let me tell y'all something. This is very disgusting. This is very disgusting just based off the fact of what happened. I would say definitely of what happened at the school and how they handled it. Because he didn't do anything. He did. I'm going to say this, and I know it's going to hurt a lot of people, but it's true. He did more of a help to Karmelo and his family than he did Austin Metcalf and his family. And that's just being 100. You seen that Megan Metcalf, which is Austin's mom, if y'all don't know who that is, literally did everything she could, emailed to school. Literally, I'm pretty sure had to wait a month for them to even say anything. She had to double email and send another email, and they responded within that same day, which is, I find, oddly weird. But took them a month to even respond to literally the victim's mother, which I find absolutely crazy. Then you had Jeff Metcalf that got denied a meeting with this superintendent that won Superintendent of the Year, and I find completely insane. And then when he had the meeting with them, he basically told them nothing, and you know they're not getting help. Karmelo's family and his team is getting more help than the Metcalfs, you know, and I find it absolutely weird. If your student or if your kid, is with this Frisco ISD, I'm telling y'all, bro, I can't tell y'all what to do. I don't know what situation that y'all are in, but if y'all could try y'all best, I definitely wouldn't recommend this. I would not recommend it, because if they can let somebody like this treat, you know, the victim's family like dirt, I'm telling y'all, bro, why would you want your student there? Being wondering with y'all. So Sarah Fields put the grift continues. Pretty crazy. Next Generation Action Network, run by Dominique Alexander, attended tonight's event, calling it a pretty violent, protest in Dallas. NGAN is a fraudulent organization, and Alexander is a career criminal who exploits opportunities like this. He benefited from the Give, Send, Go campaign, which y'all, like I just said, he's benefiting for him. Obviously, one money. One thing that y'all don't get is that when it comes to this Karmelo case, I'm going to make this make sense for y'all. When it comes to this Karmelo case, have y'all heard anything about it from Dominique Alexander anymore? Have y'all heard him, Karmelo, he got all that rah-rah he was doing. You don't hear none of that no more. You don't hear none of that no more because when it comes to money, when it comes to this fame and his name is out there, he's ready to move on to the next thing. I mean, that's just being 100 with y'all. Says claiming to provide safety and security with a fake unlicensed security team, which is very true. We posted videos of that multiple times. Y'all can go check those videos out. Just type in Karmelo Anthony Reckless, or type in Austin Metcalf Reckless, or a lot of stuff will pop up. Not even gonna lie. Or just look up Sarah Fields. She literally got all the receipts when it comes down to it. Said, and now he is planning to raise funds to bail out. This is crazy, bro. Anti-ICE protesters. Violent. Says, do not give him a dime. So if y'all see on, if y'all have Instagram, y'all see on Next Gen Action on Instagram, they posted basically somewhere Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge at 7 p.m. So pretty crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. Definitely pretty crazy. He also then posted on Next Generation Action Network. And this is Dominique Alexander I'm speaking about. What we just witnessed on national television from the Dallas Police Department is deeply troubling and unacceptable. Let me be absolutely clear. Like he said before, this is not. Now that I'm thinking about this, y'all remember that speech? This is how I know this. This is how I know it's some BS, bro. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that speech of Carmelo Anthony's mom, and she said, "Let me be clear." I feel like Dominique Alexander. This might be a stretch, but I feel like Dominique Alexander wrote everything she said. I feel like he wrote like things that they were supposed. I'm telling y'all, bro. I wouldn't be surprised about it. Not that I really care. I read this. Let me be clear. Let me be absolutely clear. Our organization has been notified of those who are arrested, and we are already taking the necessary steps to ensure their rights are protected and that they are released as quickly as possible. This kind of policing, especially during moments of protest, public expression, raises concern. Bro, I'm tired of people saying this, bro. When I was looking at CNN and stuff, and I seen them saying this is peaceful and they're expressing their feelings. How do you express your feelings by damaging properties, bro? How do you express your feelings by damage? I literally just got on X and I seen a woman with her children in the car, and they were hitting the car. They was doing the most, surrounding her car in a way all day, and she was just trying to get home. That is absolutely disgusting, bro. I do not support that. If you support that, get off my channel. I don't like you, like all that. I don't want to say nothing, too bad. I do not like people like that, bro. I do not like people like that. That is absolutely insane that a woman is sitting in her car scared with kids, bro. Scared with kids. And people are running around, but this is supposed to be a peaceful protest in these places, in Texas, in California. It's supposed to be peaceful. They're expressing their feelings. I'm telling y'all, Trump had every right to do what he did by sending those troops. I'm being 100 with y'all. I ain't trying to hear about the police got it, this, that, and the other. They sitting there talking about the Dallas Police Department is unacceptable. When they talking about the police department in LA, but they got it all under control. No, they don't, bro. Trump made the right call with that. Anyways, says raises serious concerns about civil rights violations. Here we go. And the continued use of intimidation to silence voices calling for justice. We will not stand down. We will not be quiet. We will never stop fighting for those who are targeted, mistreated, and wrongfully detained. I want y'all to look up Dominique Alexander protest. When y'all look up Dominique Alexander protest, look how he was acting. Look how he was acting. That's why he's saying all of this right now. To everyone impacted tonight, you are not alone. We are with you. Let me tell y'all something. Stop it with the protest. Not literally, y'all, when I just said it. But stop it with all the protests, y'all. Stop it with all the protests. People that is going, and I suggest you, I can't tell y'all what to do, but please don't go to them protests, y'all. Don't go to those protests with them people acting like that. I don't want nothing bad happening to anybody whatsoever. And they're acting completely insane at these protests. It's not any type of public expression, the peaceful public expression that they have, that they're calling is, I guess, throwing rocks. They're throwing rocks at police cars. I've seen things set on fire. I've seen cars set on fire. Multiple. It's so many. In LA and Dallas, I done seen. And I'm telling y'all, bro, it's disgusting. It's sad. It definitely is sad. This is Dominique Alexander. If y'all don't know who I'm talking about, literally a series of mugshots. That's literally all you see when you look up Dominique Alexander, is a series of mugshots. Pretty crazy. This, again, Sarah Fields. So I'll give you 3 guesses on who is at this protest, in quotation marks. First 2 do not count. Hint, he's a career criminal who has a habit of harming. Says here, children, which is pretty sad. That's sad. Probably can't show too much of this. I'm not even gonna lie. Even though it's on CNN, I have to watch what I post on YouTube. But y'all can kind of tell what's going on
any
here.
of these Dallas. We also have similar scenes that are playing out, protests that are underway in Austin right now. Elliot, when you look at what's happening in Dallas there, I want to go back to that image that we were just showing. Obviously, things seem up there as you're looking at this right
Look
now.
At this.
Are clashing.
I can't show too much, y'all.
More National Guard being deployed to other cities as well.
Look at this.
It all depends, quite frankly, Caitlin, on what happens with the legal challenges to this implementation of the National Guard. Now, look, there are certain...
Dominique Alexander is just, you can just tell, like, the type of person that he is. This is what he's starting, y'all. This is sad, bro. Dude you gotta be a disgusting person to this is wild, bro. Says crowds have spilled out into the streets at the anti-ICE protest near Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge, in Dallas. It says, quotation marks, peaceful protests don't block streets. Exactly. They don't damage people's cars. They're on dirt bikes and motorcycles, blocking the roads, throwing smoke, and just causing trouble. This is how they are literally expressing their feelings and being peaceful, I guess. Absolutely disgusting. I'm telling y'all. Here's disturbing. Dominique Alexander, the man acting as spokesperson for Karmelo Anthony, has incredible long criminal past and led protests 2016 that ended with 5. Yes, y'all hear what I'm saying? 5 police officers unalived. Says felony injury. 2-year-old. That is very sad. Felony theft, stealing the car, forging a check, making a false police report, evading arrest. That's just some. He spent 2 years in prison for violating his probation on multiple occasions. At one point, had 10 outstanding warrants. He also spent 2 days in jail after pleading guilty to felony theft. He also was arrested for 2 allegations of domestic violence, indicted for continuous violence against family. The family after allegedly shoving his partner headbutting. It says Alexander has a long history of using his skin color and BLM's spokesperson status as an excuse for why the police have to come after him. It seems he is now employing same tactics for Karmelo Anthony. It's very sad. I'm not even gonna lie. That's sad, bro. It's sad. It's sickening. And I mean, not even. I'm not saying just the whole thing with Karmelo, because Karmelo he made a choice. Now you got to go, with the consequences. It's sad just for the simple fact, 2-year-old they talking about, innocent people that's outside trying to get home, trying to get to work, trying to get to where they need to be, and it's people acting crazy for no reason. It's all sad. Prayers for these cities that they're acting wild with. I'm telling y'all. Says, do you favor the DP for Karmelo Anthony? Y'all know what the DP is the penalty. Can't say certain words on here, don't want to. And, accused of unaliving high school student Austin McCaff. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love to y'all. Love to talk to you. I was supposed to stream today, but I had a long day. If y'all don't follow my Instagram, it's @IamNeverRecklezz. I literally post a lot of car videos. Post on TikTok car videos. Love cars. Was around and working on cars all day. Had to work on a TART, a Scat Pack, another Hellcat. Had to put some pinstripes on my Hellcat. It was just a lot to do. It was a lot to do today, so I couldn't stream, and I definitely apologize for that. But stay tuned for more. Definitely going to start streaming and doing something. I don't know. I think it'd be pretty cool to talk to everybody. So y'all know. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. Catch y'all on the next one.